Hey everybody, this is Carla Jenkins and welcome to the Projectized Project Management Show. Hey LaShawn, thank you for joining. So today, this entire week, I've been reading from the September 2019 issue of Project Management Network. So I am a certified project management. Hey, Viggs, thanks for joining me on Projectized. Today I'm going to talk about machine learning as it pertains to project management. So you've heard how technology is taking over. You're hearing about virtual reality, augmented reality, artificial intelligence. Well, machine learning is in there. Machine learning is where you have computers doing statistical programs to replicate or to streamline, processes and do like rudimentary or mundane tasks that humans are doing. And I wanted to use this week to apply how other industries are using project management. So in this episode of Projectized, I'm going to be talking about machine learning. So in the PM network, they asked a roundtable of three individuals that work in machine learning. They asked, how can machine learning tools help project managers? And it said that artificial intelligence, which is different than machine learning, but it's the future of work and it's also technology related. Artificial intelligence works best with a large number of data. We're talking hundreds of thousands of data points, which is big data and not just something that has hundreds of rows. So look, think of it this way. The county you live in, if you were to take everything, all the houses within the zip code, that's the type of data that they're really talking about, thousands and thousands of rows. So I wanted to give you an example of, say, just your zip code, because if you are in the United States, the next year is 2020, and that'll be our decennial census. So I want to make the concept as, relatable as possible. So a lot of people will be put off by artificial intelligence or big data and have no concept of thousands of data points. But in this particular instance, the census, the 2020 census, is thousands of data points, even within your own zip code. So I just wanted to, give you a real world example that's relatable. So with the uh, machine learning, he said the best things that are done, the best statistical techniques are Monte Carlo simulation, of looking at best and worst case scenarios and applying it to project management. We do use things such as decision trees and what if analysis, and you've seen them before. If yes, then do this. If no, then do that. That's the same thing that he's talking about with Monte Carlo simulations, which is what if analysis. And what if analysis is great for contingency planning, which we also call backup planning, and the formation of contingency reserves. So now we're going to apply this to cost management. In cost management, you have a budget, of course, but within cost management, you have reserve analysis. So there's two types of reserves: management reserve and cost and contingency reserve. Now, the contingency reserve usually makes up 95% of all of the reserves. It's also part of the cost baseline because the project manager oversees it. The management reserve is 5% and is not in the cost management baseline because it's not overseen by the project manager. Applying the reserve analysis to the what if analysis, this is how machine learning and using statistical samples, it will give you the probability of an occurrence of something happening on your project and where you would have to use the contingency reserve if you were a project manager. So that is a way that machine learning helps project managers. What the roundtable and I also will say, humans should always make the ultimate decision. And even before I did project management, I was an economist. And you can make the data say whatever it wants to say. So if you're just processing data to use data, there's no way that you're going to be in in a situation where you have an unbiased perspective. So you want to have an unbiased perspective when you're doing machine learning or any type of statistical related technology because you can make data say anything. So regarding this episode of machine learning, they say that having big data, thousands of rows, it can be millions or billions of rows, is the best way of using that tool, that project management tool for project management. He also says regarding artificial intelligence that agile teams sometimes have limitations with artificial intelligence, and they talk about the virtues of data-driven decision making to help project managers look beyond their common intuitive biases. But as I mentioned before, uh, the importance of having a human review the numbers, review the processes so that you can have a less biased decision because, as I mentioned, the data can tell you anything and you can throw data in and give you a statistic, but whether or not it's a meaningful statistic. So this is how Project, hi DJ Jagger 90, thank you for joining. We're talking about machine learning and project management. And this is Projectized, or you caught the tail end of my show. Uh, Thanks for coming. I'll talk about management, project management, and machine learning, and how technology is helping project managers learn and improve their skill set in decision making. But as I mentioned before, you can take machine learning to what if analysis. If yes, do this. If no, do that. It's like decision trees. You've seen it before. And that would help with our contingency reserves, which is part of the cost baseline in the project management plan. So thank you for joining. If you're watching on Instagram TV, Periscope, or YouTube Live, thanks for coming on Projectized. My name is Carla Jenkins, certified project management professional, certified Scrum Master, and IDO with 13 years problem solving experience in project management. You can get in touch with me at carlarjenkins.com. Click on the contact page. I receive all of your emails. My universal social media handle on all three and social media is Carla R. Jenkins. And finally, sign up to our free project management newsletter at bit.ly/PM Project Mail. So put that in there so that everyone can receive it. So I would like to thank everyone for watching on my live as well as replay